SPF or Dijkstra's shortest path first algorithm is an algorithm for finding the shortest path between nodes in a graph, which may represent, for example, roadworks. It was conceptualized by computer scientist Dijkstra in 1956 and published 3 years later.
You ask for destination via Google Map or your smartphones for the shortest path possible in your destination. Computer application use representation of the street as the graph, with the estimated driving times as an age weight.
In small graph, it is possible to just guess the shortest path. But how about on a more complex graph? Yeah, that's right. We need an algorithm to solve the problem to find the shortest path to a given destination. And that's where Dijkstra's algorithm jumps in the scene to help you out.
To begin the process of the Dijkstra's algorithm, we must first have our source and destination vertex. In this example, our source is vertex A and our destination will be the vertex C. And our current vertex, which is A, with a default distance of 0, it will visit the reachable vertex in natural order. So it starts to visit the vertex B. To get the total distance from vertex A to B, just add 0 to 6. So the distance of B coming from the vertex A will be 6. Next, visit the other reachable vertex, which is the vertex D. Add the distance of vertex D to A to get the total distance coming from the A. So the distance of D coming from the vertex A is 1. The other two vertices are not reachable. So just leave them with a known value of infinity to proceed for the next steps. Now, take the vertex with the smallest known distance to the starting vertex will be the vertex B. So again, visit the reachable vertex in the natural order. So it will visit the vertex B first. Add the vertex D to B to get the distance of vertex B from the D. In this case, it will be the tree rather. So update the vertex B with the smallest distance which is 3 coming from the vertex D. Next, visit the reachable vertex which is the vertex E. Add the distance of the vertex E to D to get the total distance coming from the D. It would be 2. Now, update the distance of the vertex E from the infinity to 2. Just repeat the process. Take the vertex with the smallest known distance from the previous vertex, which is D. This time around, it will be the vertex E. Visit the reachable vertex in the natural order, so it will visit the vertex B. Add the distance of vertex B coming from the E, and the answer is 4. Since we have the smallest distance for vertex B, we don't have to update the vertex B. Then, visit the other reachable vertex, which is the C. Add the distance of C coming from the E, and we would get 7. Third. Now that we have the total weight of C, update it from the infinity to 7 coming from the A. Now next, repeat the process again to take the vertex with the smallest known weight. This time around will be the vertex B. Visit the reachable vertex and the distance coming from the B, because it is the vertex C. The total distance of the vertex C coming from the B is 8. So we don't have to update anything. Lastly, since vertex C doesn't have any reachable vertex, just copy to complete the table. So, the shortest part from the vertex A to the vertex C is A to D to E to C with a total distance of 7. Now, my partner will add more example to understand deeper on this algorithm.
To begin the process of the algorithm, we must first have the source vertex, which is the vertex B, with a default value of 0 and a destination, which is our vertex C. Next, visit the reachable vertex in a natural order, which is V will visit vertex M1. Then, add vertex B to M1 so that we can get the total distance of M1 coming from B, which is 1. Next, visit the other reachable vertices, which is M2. Add 0 to 6, so we will have 6 for M2 coming from B. Next, visit vertex T. Add vertex B to T, then we have 2 coming from B. Next, since the other vertices are not reachable for now, just leave them with an unknown value, or simply put infinity. Next, take the vertex with the smallest distance from the previous vertex, which is vertex M1. Then M1 will visit M4 since K1 is not reachable for M1. So then add M1 and M4, we will have a total distance of 2 coming from M1. Next, take the M4 as the smallest known distance since there is no other vertices to be chosen. The next, visit the reachable vertex in a natural order, so it will first visit K1. Add K1 from M4, then we will have the total distance of 4 coming from M4. The next, visit K2. Add M4 to K2 so that we can get the total distance of 5 coming from M4. Next, visit vertex T. Then add M4 to vertex T, then we will have total distance of 4. Since we have the smallest known distance for vertex T, we don't have to update. So just proceed for the next step. So now, we'll have to take the smallest known distance of the previous vertex. So we're going to choose vertex T. Next, the only reachable for vertex T is vertex P1. So let's add vertex T to P1. Then we will have total distance of 7 coming from T. Next, take P1 as the visited vertex. So visit the reachable vertex in a natural order. So let's first visit vertex C. So P1 will be added to vertex C. Then we will have a total distance of 13 coming from P1. Next, visit K2, vertex K2. Add vertex K2 coming from P1, and we would get the total distance of 10. Since we have the smallest distance of K2, we don't need to update K2. Next, take the smallest known distance of the visited vertex from the previous vertices, which is P1. So we were going to take K2. Visit the reachable area in a natural order. So we were going to visit K1. I mean C rather. C. Then add K2 to the vertex C, then we will have the total distance of C would be 9. So since 9 is less than 13, we must update our vertex C with 9 coming from K2. Next, K2 will visit K1. Add K2 to the vertex K1. We will have a total distance of 9. Since we have the smallest known distance of K1, we don't need to update. So just proceed to visit vertex M3. Add K2 to M3, then we will have vertex C. We will have the total distance of C coming from K2. So update M3. Next, visit the smallest known distance coming from the previous vertex, which is, we would take K1. Visit the reachable vertex in a natural order. So let's visit M2. Add K1 to M2, then we will have the total distance of 7 coming from K1. Since we have the smallest distance of M2, which is 6, we don't need to update M2. So proceed to visit the vertex P2. Add vertex K1 to vertex V2, then we will get the total distance of 5 coming from K1. Next, take the smallest known distance of a vertex from a previous vertex, then we would get vertex P2. Visit the reachable area in a natural order. So, we will visit vertex A first. Add vertex P2 to vertex A, then we will get 7 coming from P2. Update the infinite value of A to 7. Next, visit vertex C. Add vertex P2 to C, then we will get a total distance of 12. But since we have the smallest distance of C, which is 9, so we will not going to update. Next, visit M3. Add P2 to vertex M3. So, we will have 6. We will have a total distance of 6 coming from P2. So, update the previous vertex of M3. Next, take the smallest known distance of a previous vertex, which is M3. Then since M3's reachable vertex is C, so we will visit vertex C. Add vertex M3 to C so that we would get a total distance of 8. And since 8 is less than 9, then we are going to update vertex C. Then after that, take the smallest known distance of a previous vertex. Since M3 only visited C, we were going to take vertex C. Then the only reachable area of vertex C is only vertex A. So we're going to visit vertex A. Let's add vertex C to vertex A. So 8 plus 6, we have a total distance of 14. So since we have the smallest distance of A, we don't have to update vertex A. Next, take A as the current visited vertex. Since it doesn't have any reachable vertices, just copy the table. Same goes with vertex M2. Our shortest path from B to C is B to M1 to M4 to K1 to P2 to M3 to vertex C with a total distance of 8.
To discuss about
Next.
doon at sa ano